Hey, what's up world? This is Possum, and today I'll be testing the Elegy Retro Custom, not to be confused with the Elegy RH8. This is a Benny's vehicle. You bring in the RH8 to Benny's and you build it into the Retro Custom. The Retro Custom is similar in a lot of ways, which we'll look at when we get it on our test tracks. I'm going to show you what the Retro Custom can do in a straight line, and I'll show you how it reacts on a simulated free-roam track with many turns. And then finally, we're going to compare it against other cars on the same tracks. So without further ado, I ain't got no intro, so let's go. But first, before we start the video, please help out this small channel with a like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button to help my self-esteem. Alright, let's see how the Elegy Retro Custom does on our first track. The first track is called Straightish Drag Race. It's 0.65 miles. The track is designed to mimic free roam in that it's not a sterile environment like a stunt race. There's going to be some minor adjustments we need to make and a little bit of bumps on the road. Let's see how the Retro Custom does. There's that minor adjustment I was talking about. And across the line. The Retro Custom did 23.659 seconds. 23.659 seconds. Now let's see how the Elegy Retro Custom does on our second track. The second track is called Turns and Things. It's going to be 3 laps, and we're going to take the time from the best lap. This track is designed to mimic free roam. It's not a sterile environment. There's sign poles and things like that that we are going to need to avoid. Same thing as if you were being chased in a free roam environment. Something I like about the Retro Custom, it really does seem to turn very well. It handles the corners pretty good. I say that right now as I hit a sign here, but as we watch the rest of the race, we're going to see that on most of these turns and most of these corners, you can actually accelerate out of the corner and retain a lot of your speed. So that's something that's nice about the Retro Custom. Now on paper, the Retro Custom seems to be pretty similar to the RH8, but when you drive the two, it really does seem that the Retro Custom handles just a little bit better. Coming up to our first hard U-turn. We got a series here of 90-degree turns, 3 turns in a row in a short period of time. It's hard for some cars to handle without losing control, and you see that the Retro Custom held pretty well except for one bump, and it started to lose control, and that's going to be typical of any car. Once you hit a bump, you're going to start to lose a little bit of control, and that's why we race these cars on a simulated free roam track and not a stunt track. We'll be coming up to the finish line. Our first lap will be in the books. Alright, first lap's in the books. On to the second lap. Coming up to our first turn. Now, I did not independently verify this. However, the listed top speed of the Retro Custom is 115 miles an hour. The Retro Custom's in the sports car class, so that's a little bit slower than some of the other sports cars. But again, because of the way that it turns, it can maintain a lot of that speed coming up out of the turns. We're just about halfway done with our second lap. You know what I really like about the Retro Custom, it's Benny's car. You can see here that this Retro Custom has very basic modifications as far as the cosmetics go, but it is fully upgraded with the armor, with the traction. It's got the spoiler, with the brakes, with the engine, with the turbo. So all of those things have been upgraded to give the vehicle maximum performance. And at a later point in time, I'm going to really pimp this thing out because there's quite a lot of modifications that we can add to the Retro Custom. While we watch the Retro Custom finish the second lap, what I'd really like to know is what's your favorite car to tool around in free roam with? What do you like to drive when you're in free roam? And are there any other cars that you'd like to see me test? In fact, I'm testing this Retro Custom on request. Viewer requested it, here it is. So what do you want me to test next? So the Retro Custom's a Benny's car. We take the RH8 into the Benny's shop. The Benny's shop's located next to Lamar's, and we convert the RH8 into the Retro Custom, and that's when we change the styling and unlock all of the upgrades and the cosmetics that are available to this vehicle. If you would like to try either of these maps yourself, both of these maps are available on the Rockstar Games Social Club website. You can then test these maps yourself and post your results. As you can see, I'm not the world's greatest racer as I hit these two sign poles, but you can post your results and see how you stack up against myself and the rest of the GTA community. Use the hashtag GTA Test Track. Again, that's the hashtag GTA Test Track, and let us know how you do. Okay, we're on our final straightaway. Oh, we lose it right there at the end. Most likely the second lap is going to be our keeper. All right, across the line. 5:33, 5 minutes 33 seconds is our combined total for all 3 laps. In just a second, we'll see how we did on our best lap. And the Anis LG Retro Custom came in at 1:48.972 for the best lap. And onto the leaderboard with the LG Retro Custom. Let's see where it stands. The Retro Custom is going to be faster than a Lampadati Komoda, but slower than the Pegassi Tempesta. If you found this video helpful in any way, please share it on your social media for your friends to see. And don't forget to like and subscribe and help this small channel grow. Let's watch the next few minutes of the Retro Custom driving around in free mode. Thanks for watching.
On that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Good night!